Day 31 first half start. Deadline. Deadline. Some are taking exams, some are considering moving to another job, and others are worried about deadlines. Run out of. Run out of. If an archer ran out of his arrows during a battle, he could use other archers. Political. Political. In contrast, Europe has never come close to political unification. Agreement. Agreement. This time the master smiled and nodded in agreement. Analysis. Analysis. You're probably starting to see the tremendous value of network analysis for business people. Citing. Citing. Words alone can't describe how this first citing affected me. Lot. Lot. A vacant lot. Wrap. Wrap. They discovered a strange object that was wrapped in a newspaper and buried in a garden. Point of view. Point of view. Whether the cup is half empty or half full depends on your point of view. Facial. Facial. Thus, facial expression and body movement play an important part in conveying information. Ideal. Ideal. In the ideal system there is a natural balance between predators and pests. Classic. Classic. The 1946 holiday classic film, Wonderful Life, shows snow produced with special effects. Shade. Shade. Jewel weeds normally grow in the shade, where sunlight is not enough, so they have to compete for sunshine. Rapid. Rapid. But from my teaching experiences, I am sure that rapid math is a skill that anyone can learn. Pronunciation. Pronunciation. But it doesn't match well with the pronunciation of their language, Tetum. Lasting. Lasting. If you're caring for someone who is in lasting pain, your natural response may be to tell him to lie down. Shortcut. Shortcut. A shortcut to weight loss. Drift. Drift. Often drifting sands had wiped out the track across the desert and the travelers had gotten lost in the night. Notion. Notion. The basis of cultural relativism is the notion that no true standards of good and evil actually exist. Immortal. Immortal. So if we are able to become immortal, we would be responsible for the suffering that goes along with it. Day 31 first half end. Day 31 second half start. String. String. Tie two strings on the stick some distance apart so they collide. Educate. Educate. Educated by private tutors at home, she enjoyed reading and writing early on. Recommendation. Recommendation. This was possible because you wrote that recommendation letter. Transfer. Transfer. In Atlanta we had to transfer to another flight. Heart attack. Heart attack. During these times, researchers say, Italians have more heart attacks. Stimulation. Stimulation. Medical research supports the idea that stimulation of all kinds is necessary for a healthy brain. Wrinkle. Wrinkle. Because thinner skin gets more wrinkles, the smoker had more. Sink. Sink. I was sinking and hardly able to move. Stumble. Stumble. So I stumbled again and fell over the sofa when I tried to get up. Contract. Contract. He has signed a contract with ABC Music to record the complete works of Chopin. Operate. Operate. That is why the female brain operates quite a bit differently from the male brain. Mental. Mental. Therefore, music should not be present where careful mental work is required. Convenience. Convenience. This is due to the large amount of convenience foods that can be found in supermarkets. Approval. Approval. If the company can get government approval for a trial project, Test runs could begin by the end of 2011. Applicant. Applicant. But they accept only a small number of the applicants. Eruption. Eruption. Even after the eruption had died down, the ash still remained in the sky. Efficiency. Efficiency. History tells us that developing national or international standards for various tools is necessary for efficiency. Whereby. Whereby. But years of stress and poor lifestyle have left us with shallow, rapid breathing, whereby we use only the top third of our lungs. Nowadays. Nowadays. Nowadays more and more people keep this using computers. Hardly. Hardly. My family and I enjoyed the scenery, and there was hardly any traffic. Day 31 second half end. Day 32 first half start. Preference. Preference. Think about your own learning preferences. Destination. Destination. He took his passenger not just across the river, but to his destination. Migration. Migration. Economic globalization has been accompanied by the migration of large numbers of people. Insight. Insight. History can provide insights into current issues and problems. Referee. Referee. Referees give cards to the players who break rules. Motivate. Motivate. This is the force that motivates us to express ourselves in the world. Terrify. Terrify. However, when you are absolutely terrified, your body can produce too much adrenaline. Offend. Offend. When you know you have offended someone, you must take corrective actions. Fist. Fist. The human heart resembles the shape and size of a fist. Error. Error. For some reason, he was getting consistent error messages. Persuasion. Persuasion. We often think of persuasion as something that a speaker does to an audience. Charm. Charm. The enjoyment of reading has always been regarded among the charms of a cultured life. Dismiss. Dismiss. There can be a situation where a firm finds that it can't sell its goods and so has to dismiss workers. Surf. Surf. More than a third of them said that they would like to surf the internet. Illusion. Illusion. As an example, snow is made by machines to create the illusion of winter in Hollywood. Emit. Emit. Frequently, they emit information that lies beneath the statements they make. Sensation. Sensation. Every sensation our body feels has to wait for the information to be carried to the brain. In terms of. In terms of. In terms of language development, he was soon miles ahead of his age group. Stimulate. Stimulate. Coffee will stimulate their brains ahead of a day, she adds. Ultimately. Ultimately. All language is ultimately at the service of human interaction. Day 32 first half end. Day 32 second half start. Germ. Germ. Run your toothbrush through the microwave on high for 10 seconds to kill germs. Multiply. Multiply. Suppose you wish to multiply 8 by 9. Instrument. Instrument. This is a very useful instrument. Electricity. Electricity. Musical concerts use up a lot of energy and money in electricity. Ecosystem. Ecosystem. Finally, the ecosystems collapsed. Resort. Resort. Then one day I had the opportunity to fly with friends on a plane to a beautiful resort. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. He robs you of your energy, enthusiasm and peace of mind. Internal. Internal. The skin is the essential barrier between our internal organs and the outside world. Expedition. Expedition. He joined an expedition exploring the Senegal River. Booth. Booth. I go into a booth so that no one can see who I choose. Precise. Precise. Tycho Brahe, an astronomer from Denmark, devoted his life to the recording of precise observations of the heavens. Disabled. Disabled. At the age of 20, Julio Iglesias had a car accident which left him disabled from the waist down. Gifted. Gifted. The richer or gifted boys attended Comicac. Here boys learn to become leaders. Skip. Skip. Encourage not to skip meals. Awful. Awful. Mom, she said, when I wake up in the morning my breath is truly awful. Freeze. Freeze. It was upsetting to hear of your plan to freeze Social Security benefits at their present level. Annoyance. Annoyance. The time of the day when noise occurs determines whether or not it is an annoyance. Ensure. Ensure. Besides, it ensures safety to staff and patients. Harmless. Harmless. Each person was rubbed on one arm with a harmless leaf. Quite. Quite. The parents of today's teenagers were raised quite differently. Day 32 second half end. Day 33 first half start. Deny. Deny. Music is a wonderful gift and I would not like to deny it. Criticism. Criticism. This story is a bitter criticism of the attitude of doing things roughly. Shelf. Shelf. If animal products such as animal bone or skin were used to make it, just leave it on the shelf. Fulfill. Fulfill. So we need your help to fulfill our goal. Acceptance. Acceptance. Self-esteem can be hurt when someone whose acceptance is important constantly puts you down. Soak. Soak. I do not soak diapers or double rinse them. Marry. Marry. When Cindy was young, she lived with 3 Mary sisters and her parents. Ferry. Ferry. They hurriedly went to the river and got on a ferry. Ambition. Ambition. Should we punish anyone who is single-minded in pursuing their ambitions? Tuition. Tuition. I was poor and secured a teaching assistantship to help pay my tuition. Medical. Medical. According to medical doctors, your hair turning gray runs in your family. Slim. Slim. You can get slim by eating the right foods at the right intervals each day. Inform. Inform. The main purpose of food labels is to inform you what is inside the food you are purchasing. Confirm. Confirm. Its ads feature couples using diamonds to express their eternal love or to confirm their devotion after years together. Greedy. Greedy. Our day-to-day language is full of sayings like dirty as a pig, greedy as a pig, and don't be a pig. Persuade. Persuade. My father refused at first, but eventually she persuaded him to live with her family for several years. Straighten. Straighten. But when Ben introduced himself and asked the guard for his permission to look around the plant, he straightened right up with a smile. Relatively. Relatively. The body of the tongue remains relatively low compared with the tip. Tendency. Tendency. The artist's tendency to use bright colors gives their work vibrancy. Obvious. Obvious. That's an obvious waste of money. Day 33 first half end. Day 33 second half start. Adhesive. Adhesive. Before you tap the nail with your hammer, put a small piece of adhesive tape over that pencil mark. Worthwhile. Worthwhile. I found this boring, of course. Gustav, however, loved it, and the results of this experiment made all my efforts worthwhile. Financially. Financially. The long-term result was that one dad grew weaker and the other grew stronger financially. Glittering. Glittering. Suddenly Rooster's claws dug into something hard, and there on the ground he saw a glittering jewel. President. President. She was a class president with high grades and a good personality. Anywhere. Anywhere. Anytime, anywhere, Alton's cookie is the perfect choice. Fantasy. Fantasy. What's the difference really between fantasy and expectation? Motivation. Motivation. You can easily lose motivation when you face the plain reality of the road to success. A range of. A range of. When children are allowed to develop their language play, a range of benefits result from it. Mud. Mud. The people of ancient Egypt built mud brick homes in villages. Absent. Absent. Students are absent less often in these schools, too. Fate. Fate. In the middle of the performance, the worst possible fate fell upon him. Tiny. Tiny. The grass was sparkling with tiny drops of water. Affection. Affection. As a result, eating together makes family unity strong and develops more affection for one another and a greater sense of belonging. Favor. Favor. She offered me a small box of chocolates. I'm still surprised that my small favor could make such a big impression on someone. Funeral. Funeral. I will call you after the funeral to see if I can come by to see you. Transformation. Transformation. The audience reacted enthusiastically to his transformation. Genre. Genre. The least popular film genre is drama. Purposely. Purposely. I purposely chose one large family and another family that were obviously visitors to Canada. Multiple. Multiple. More than 50% of homes had multiple refrigerators in the same year. Day 33 second half end. Day 34 first half start. Disgusting. Disgusting. Don't they know others find throwing litter out of cars disgusting? Outstanding. Outstanding. She is one of the most outstanding students in my class. Revive. Revive. It's time to revive the glory days for our true fans and win new fans along the way. Pollution. Pollution. These cars also produce less noise pollution because they run quietly on battery power. Dinosaur. Dinosaur. 65 million years ago, 50% of all living things died out, including the dinosaurs. Embrace. Embrace. They embraced and danced around the room before sitting down to the wonderful meal his wife had prepared. Offspring. Offspring. That couple's 3 offspring all live in different cities. Reserve. Reserve. All tickets must be reserved beforehand on our website. Broad. Broad. He was an independent American inventor with a broad range of interests and ideas. Attendant. Attendant. After a while, the flight attendants began passing out drinks. Unable. Unable. She gave up music in the 1970s because she was unable to make a living. Vivid. Vivid. The distant hills looked soft blue, and the far-reaching plain was vivid green. Illiterate. Illiterate. He even put his illiterate friend in a high position. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Animals give off carbon dioxide, a gas that plants need. Back and forth. Back and forth. After running back and forth from one coast to the other 2.5 times, Forrest feels better. Occurrence. Occurrence. The key is to keep working and take advantage of an unexpected occurrence. Distribute. Distribute. The fish is distributed to all members of the group. What if? What if? What if you could walk across a different place in the world every day? Minimum. Minimum. But, I recommend you to stick to a 3-date minimum, and have a bit more patience. In that. Dilemma tales are like folk tales in that they are usually short, simple, and driven entirely by plot. Day 34 first half end. Day 34 second half start. Grasp. Grasp. He stripped the leaves from it and grasped it tightly. Imply. Imply. However, a good deal of evidence in the English language implies that weddings are more important to one side than to the other. Outdated. Outdated. No longer will they have to sit and wait while an outdated computer struggles to follow their commands. Resemble. Resemble. This fish is called the flying fox because it swims at a high speed and resembles a fox in appearance. Swell. Swell. The frogs were loud in the pond, they were big, and their throats were swollen with pleasure. Rob. Rob. The King of England might enrich himself, but only by robbing the King of France. Fort. Fort. The remains of the Roman fort are well preserved. Junk. Junk. He founded a movement in which everyday materials such as junk metal or rubbish are transformed into works of art. Recognition. Recognition. Voice recognition systems were welcomed in the computer industry. Arrow. Arrow. When he killed the deer with just one shot of his arrow, the king was filled with pride. Arousal. Arousal. Arousal is a state in which you feel excited or very alert. Physics. Physics. After finishing high school, she entered a university in 1914 to prepare for a degree in mathematics and physics. Optimism. Optimism. Parents should teach children the characteristics that make for success, such as diligence, optimism, and honesty. Defect. Defect. We are intending to remedy that defect. Bound. Bound. When people work closely together, there are bound to be misunderstandings and communication problems among them. Tremendous. Tremendous. If it closes, it is going to have a tremendous impact on the community. Profound. Profound. He answered in 3 simple but profound words. After a while. After a while. After a while, I was the only one left on the bus. Renew. Renew. She had to borrow mine because she didn't have time to renew her card. Apparent. Apparent. The apparent benefit of this trip is that you can escape immediately. Day 34, second half end. Day 35, first half start. Specimen. Specimen. Plant or animal specimens teach them about the natural world. Thrive. Thrive. This cycle is the fundamental reason why life has thrived on our planet for millions of years. Controversy. Controversy. There is now considerable controversy surrounding the notion of general intelligence. Preserve. Preserve. Kids today can tell you lots of things about preserving the Amazon rainforest. Add. Add. The first 20 applicants will have a chance to star in a TV ad for our school. Hopeless. Hopeless. This case is hopeless and he knows it. Vocation. Vocation. It is very important to choose the right vocation, the one that suits you best. Contagiousness. Contagiousness. We learn that the contagiousness of yawns can affect everyone. Addiction. Addiction. Nicotine causes changes in brain structure believed to lead to addiction. Threaten. Threaten. People who lie get into trouble when someone threatens to uncover their lie. Cooperate. Cooperate. I've always urged him to cooperate. Recover. Recover. Now his mother recovered and they were happy again. Realm. Realm. There is often a lot of uncertainty in the realm of science, which the general public finds uncomfortable. Dread. Dread. When I was a kid, I dreaded Friday nights. Engaged. Engaged. Something mysterious happened in his curious, fully engaged mind. Bias. Bias. Individuals also have their own personal biases. Tray. Tray. It really is a clever invention. When the sun shines, its heat melts the ice cubes on the tray. Faithfully. Faithfully. We also faithfully funded the Social Security system during our working years. Beam. Beam. The building structure sometimes interrupts the beams of Wi-Fi. Reap. Reap. You reap what you sow. Day 35, first half end. Day 35, second half start. Argument. Argument. We all know that tempers are one of the first things lost in many arguments. Showy. Showy. Showy dogs such as Puddles and Yorkshire Terriers are good for a person who has a marked individuality. Discount. Discount. A discount is provided for 3 or more children together. Impair. Impair. Loud noise can impair your hearing if you're not careful. Maximize. Maximize. Scottish economist Adam Smith saw competitiveness as maximizing self-interest. Cue. Cue. Recognizing nonverbal social cues is essential in effective communication. Faint. Faint. Seeing a firefly make a faint glow in the bottom of the jar, I gave the jar a few shakes. Widen. Widen. As the silence between them widened, Kevin asked, "Do you need any help?" Shadow. Shadow. For the rest of the day, I hid myself in the shadow. Enterprise. Enterprise. Our enterprise faced financial challenges during the recession. Retail. Retail. I bought this shirt at a local retail store yesterday. Weapon. Weapon. The archers of the day made their own weapons. Reliable. Reliable. I'm having trouble with my car, but it's hard to find someone reliable to repair it. Accurate. Accurate. Without the context, accurate computer translation is often not possible. Sadness. Sadness. Movies can be thrilling or joyous. They take us away from our sadness and problems. Garlic. Garlic. The Romans believed that garlic gave a person strength and courage. Unselfish. Unselfish. When we start to see things with unselfish eyes, the problem may clear up and a simple solution might even suddenly appear to us. Conservation. Conservation. National parks play a vital role in the conservation of natural beauty. Mainstream. Mainstream. Vegetarian eating is moving into the mainstream as more and more young adults say no to meat, poultry, and fish. Marvelous. Marvelous. She possesses a marvelous ability to solve complex mathematical problems. Day 35, second half end.